Let me let you in on a little secret. I used to be a massive loser in life. And when I say loser, I'm not trying to be hard on myself. And what I mean by that is that I used to let life happen to me. And I used to be a passive bystander in my own life. And I would constantly wonder why bad things kept happening to me, or why, not necessarily why bad things kept happening, but why good things weren't happening for me. And it took a lot of trial and error in my life to come to the conclusion that I was playing a victim in my life and I was a background character in my own life. And it took me years and years of struggling to really figure this out. And I know I was always meant for something big. And maybe part of it was going through that so I could help others. And I always knew that was what I was meant to do. So that's what I'm here to do now. And I'm really excited to share this with you because I've done a lot of the hard work. So hopefully I could have given you a shortcut so you don't have to. But I mean, that's up to you. You could do the hard work if you want to. I mean, that's on you. I'm not here to tell you not to. I'm just trying to say that I've been there and I used to be reactive to everything that went on around me in life. And I wasn't an active participant. And I had a negative programming running constantly throughout my life. And I've been working years and years to break this programming. And I'm not going to say it's going to be easy and that, my system is going to be a quick fix because it's not. You can't change everything overnight. It's all about habits, and that's what it comes down to. It doesn't come down to just repeating affirmations, though that can help. It all comes down to the running script that's constantly going on in the background and how you respond to things. When you respond like a helpless victim, life responds back to you that way, and it's just going to give you more, reflecting that mentality back to you. And it's not about not feeling negative and being super positive. It's about cultivating daily habits that puts you in control of the narrative of your own life. So when negative things happen, you're not reacting and you're not becoming a victim in the circumstance. And yeah, there are times where, life is unfair and sometimes life isn't fair. And that's just the truth of life. But we do, at the end of the day, have control in how we respond to life and how we frame ourselves in our own lives. So many times we talk down to ourselves and we don't even realize it, or like we are okay with accepting less for ourselves and making ourselves the background of our own lives. And I'm not saying to be a main character in the sense where you are, taking over others and making everything about you. That's not what I'm saying. It's not about being selfish in life. Still consider others, but this is for the people who maybe don't have very high self-esteem, who are maybe people pleasers, who maybe lack confidence. I used to be that person. I used to be extremely shy. I not look people in the eyes, and I used to be very insecure. So I've been there, and I used to think that nothing good could happen to me in my life. And when things happened that didn't turn out in my favor, I just use that as confirmation. And what you have to do is you have to flip the script every single time. And you can't embed that negativity in your script. Yes, things will happen, but it's all about your perception of the things that happen. So I'll share a couple of simple habits that I use to cultivate a narrative shift in my life. And one important thing to do is to recognize when you are speaking negatively, or you are running a narrative that's negative behind the scenes. And sometimes you can catch those just when you do something that you didn't like and you think, oh, I'm so stupid. And that's a moment where you can catch yourself and be like, am I really though? Why am I saying that? And you can, you know, dive a little bit deeper on where this comes from, because in order to create a positive narrative, we have to understand the negative narrative that's happening first and then replace that with the positive narrative. Another thing you can do to help shift your narrative is do something every day at the start of your day that can put you in that mindset for having a great day and put you in that positive state. And that could be anything that maybe you enjoy doing. It could be exercise if that helps put you in a positive mindset. I know that days that I work out, I definitely have a much easier day the rest of the day. So it could be something like that, something positive, anything that can get you just getting in that positive flow for the day. Another important habit when it comes to shifting your narrative is incorporating environmental anchors. And what I mean by that is using actual physical acts or things that you can see, touch, smell, taste, that can help you tap into the energy that you want to cultivate and that you want to live in. It could be wearing a specific perfume. It could be incorporating certain gestures of power or mudras. It could be incorporating music, which is important for me as well, as I'm also a DJ and I love cultivating a vibe and an energy with music. I have different playlists for cultivating different energy. Those physical anchors are going to be constant subconscious reminders of the energy that you want to cultivate. However, you are going to have to activate those anchors with the energy you seek to cultivate. Now, I know these habits sound simple, and they are, but if you're like me at all and have a scattered brain and struggle with coming up with certain journaling prompts and a step-by-step ritual to tap into this energy, this kit is just for you. So this is going to be a shortcut and help you get there faster, since I've done the work of organizing the questions to help you identify blocks and then tap into the specific energy that will cultivate your own specific brand of main character energy. And of course, I have provided my main character energy playlist, which I do have on this account. It's no secret, it's public for anyone. That's not really what you're paying for when you're buying the kit, but it is included for anyone that is purchasing. So they have a link to YouTube and Spotify playlist on that vibe kit. If you know you were born to be a star, make sure to pop down below into my description and you'll see my Gumroad link. You can go there and subscribe ahead of time so you don't miss a second that kit goes live. And also make sure to subscribe to me here, because I would like to expand my community to YouTube and share more of my manifestation content, as well as how to curate a vibe and maybe some music stuff as well. We'll see where it takes me. Again, you know you're born to be a star. It's time to start acting accordingly.